Kristen Rundstein, Roundstone. This is incredible. We were looking at so many 3D, which every year we end up having more work selected. And I think that goes back to the outstanding teachers and that are part of this program as well. So I wanted to start by asking you, what was your inspiration in creating this beautiful work of art?
So I love to make donuts on the pottery wheel. It's much different. It has a different technique to it than just making a vase on the wheel. And so I was just making several donuts, and I decided I want to put these together, and I want to stack them, and I want to try and put them together. And so the form just came about, and I just added a few more things, and it turned out looking like that.
So isn't it great when you end up hearing the story behind the scenes of how it works, or were composed, or created, or written, or done? And is there a particular artist or artists that you're inspired by?
I couldn't name one specific artist because frankly, I like to surf the internet and just see Google things. I have a few art websites that I just love to go to. There's not one specific person that I follow, but just I gather inspiration from all places.
Great. And how does it feel to have your artwork installed here at the Dallas Museum of Art with all of the other stellar artists?
It's probably the greatest honor I've received my whole life. My art teacher, he's a little bit jealous. He's like, I've been an artist for 30, 40 years, and I've never had my piece in a museum, but I now have my name in the museum.
You see, there you go. Oh, that's right, because all of the teachers get their names. It has the name of the school, and that's, that is an honor.
Yes.
Do you plan to pursue a career in the arts after high school?
I don't plan on actually majoring in art, but art is now like a huge hobby of mine. And so I'm looking at colleges, and one of the must-haves is a accessible ceramic studio. So I plan on continuing with art, but just not as a profession.
And we have a lot of professionals sometimes that will come, and they maybe didn't major in art, but they come and they take some of our creativity classes where we pair like Magdalena Groman and creativity expert with an artist or with a writer or scientist. And there's been all sorts of studies that have been written and research where they're saying how the arts really end up helping you, in many different ways, that whole creativity. And how has art changed or influenced your life?
It's done a lot for me. Not only do I do ceramics, but I'm also in band, and I've done the AP Music Theory. And so all these different activities that were available to me in high school has really made me stop and appreciate almost every aspect in the world, because if you really analyze everything, there's an aspect of art to everything. You can break down noises, what you see, even just nature in general. There's art behind it. And so it's being in these classes has just opened up a whole new world for me.
And you said you also played
euphonium and trumpet.
Trumpet.
Yes.
So how long have you been playing? Have the trumpet and the art, has it been about the same time? Or?
Well, I mean, I would say so, because in junior high, that's when you start having your selective classes, and I started taking just regular art and band at the same time. So it's been about the same amount of time. Yeah.
And is there anything else you'd like to share the audience tonight?
Just have a good night, you all. Thank you for sticking around. You are the remaining few, so thank you.
We've got a couple of minutes, so if anybody in the audience want to ask a question? We're also going to be outside afterwards in front of the works, and we'll have other visitors also coming over, because sometimes visitors like to ask the questions when they're in front of the actual works, but does anybody have?
Kristen, could you explain how this relates to your name?
Oh, okay. Well, that's in my description. So Rundstein, if anybody knows German, it's round stone, but actually I'm Yiddish. It's Yiddish. Well, Rundstein is the Yiddish pronunciation, so I figured out recently that I'm 1/8 Jewish. Anyways, so round stone, Rundstein, and I was like, donuts are round, and it just kind of connected. I like history, and so that is part of the inspiration behind my piece.
See, the creativity, the history, the arts, everything all came together. Huh? So I just wanted to remind you that next month, for the late night, because we still have another month of the exhibition, month and a couple of weeks. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I had a question. How did you decide on the colors for this specific piece?
Okay, well, colors with ceramics, it's almost like a potluck. It's like,
Yes. Ooh, especially when it's raku. Huh?
yeah, it's kind of like, well, this says it's green, especially with my ceramics teacher, he makes his own glazes, and so it's just chemicals, and chemicals react. And, well, I wanted it to be, I didn't want to use too many colors because, well, first of all, it's a potluck. You don't know if they're going to match. And I know I wanted it to be a darker piece because I just enjoy the color blue, and because that one actually turned out the way it was supposed to. And also, the gold is gold leaf. It's actually real. My ceramics teacher was like, this is so special that we just have to use it. So we put it on the tips to accent them.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Any other questions? Comments? Oh.
I'm not 100% sure what's in our glazes. Sorry.
They wouldn't.
Yeah, I doubt it. Yeah.
You can't purchase them legally through, so.
Okay, yes, then we do not use lead-based
Is that the
glazes.
lead? Yeah. So thank you. Thanks so much.